everyone and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Emma and I've recently just started work on a brand new island which is music festival themed, which is so exciting and also a little bit daunting. But today you've joined me because I'm going to be doing my entrance. For this entrance, I'm thinking like a ticket booth, island entrance style area, so stay tuned to see what we come up with. Whilst you're here, please remember to like the video and also subscribe, but I won't keep blabbering anymore. Let's get into this. So now that I have my hard hat on, we are prepared to build. I just really quickly wanted to show you the area that I worked on stream the other day, and this was a little car park and it kind of worked really nicely with the entrance, so hopefully it will flow all nicely together. So the first thing I'm going to do is set out my path. For the entrance, I have this really nice cliff design that I really want to use, and then I was going to try and fit in this other path, which is going to be my main path on this island, but it was just feeling very cluttered, so I tried to make it a bit wider. That really wasn't working either, so I just decided to get rid of that. And there's nothing wrong with having a bit of space. I need to tell myself that sometimes. So what I've done is just move them back, left a bit of a gap, and then I'm going to work on this pathway. I'm not going to do this throughout the island. I might have some areas, particularly in front of stages, etc., where I've got the in-game dirt and then have this lovely, gorgeous path over the top, which was created by Crossing with Liz. Such a good design. I'll put the code somewhere for you so that you can go and download it yourself and check out all of her wonderful designs, because the dirt path that I've got with the cobbled edge is also by them. So I'm really impressed and I love them. I'm so glad that they've been created because I needed them in my life. They are just perfect for this island. So what I'm doing is just overlaying it kind of randomly over the dirt, and just trying to make it feel like the grass has been trodden on and then there's bits of dirt peeking through, which I like. I like that. I've never really done this style of path. I did it with cobblestones on my coastal town, but not with grass. And then what I'm going to do here is build the ticket booth. I mentioned this at the beginning that I'm going to build like a ticket booth area. I want it to be quite rustic. So how much it looks like a ticket booth, we'll see. I don't know. But that's kind of the look that I'm going for. And I'm going to use 2 storefronts, 2 retro transportation stops and the pergola in between, just to give it a nice pop of colour. And then here is where I'm going to do the counters. So I decided to use this counter table because I feel like I'm going to use more of like a warmer wood, oaky wood on this island, because I feel like it goes really nicely with the purples that I want to try and incorporate. And also it's a colour wood that I don't normally use. I always kind of use like a dark coloured wood or maybe like a light white. And then I did use this poster stand. I didn't realise I had it in gold, but we're going to make it work. Gold probably wasn't the most obvious choice to use for this island. And then I've got the simple panels with the rattan effect because I thought that that was pretty boho. Yeah, I think so. And then I've got some items just to add around the edge, some barrels. I feel like I'm already using a lot of barrels, which I'm here for, of course. And then here is my vertical banner with my kind of Flair's Fest logo on, and then just some more items around the ticket booth. I will come back and I'll add things like a cash register and tickets and things later on, so don't worry about that if you're thinking, oh, she's just kind of left it like that. No, we will add the finer details later. I don't know why I was so obsessed with this garbage can. I really wanted to make it work, it just wasn't. And then where the car was parked, there just needed to be a bit of green underneath, so I just added another little splodge of the lawn path underneath. I think it just made it not so heavily dirted. That is definitely not English, Emma. Yeah, you know what I mean. And then some wheat fields. I'm just going to dot them here, there and everywhere, I feel, amongst this island. Just incorporate them because they're so gorgeous and I know Emily will love me for that. So there we go. And then over here, I'm just going to add in another vertical banner because this is where you'll first be greeted. And I feel like music festivals and things like that. They have like flags and banners and things everywhere. And then I'm back with some natural stuff, so I'm just going to add in some trees around here. I don't want to make them fully grown because I want you to be able to see the kind of booth behind, so I'm just going to try and frame it nicely with some trees at different growth states. So I'm gonna use cedarwood and hardwood trees for this island, which I haven't used the hardwood trees for a long time. Well, it feels like a long time. I think I used them on my winter island, but it'll be nice to use both of them together. I haven't done that for a long time for sure. And then whilst we do that, we will add in some flowers and things later, just trying to get the placement right for throughout the island. And then trying to find something to go on top of my barrels. I have very few items at the moment. Normally I'm like a hoarder and my inventory is constantly full, so decorating with kind of minimal items is kind of hard for me because I could normally just go and look inside my storage and there'll always be the thing that I want, and not having that thing there is a little bit annoying. So we will get there, and my storage will get fuller, and then it will become easier for me for sure. I don't know how people who don't use treasure islands even do this. I can't imagine any longer being in that position where you can't just quickly go and grab some items and having to go forward 5 days just to get 20 items is just ridiculous. I think my maths is off there. No, it'd be 5 days for 25 items when you can just get an inventory full in like 20 minutes when you visit a treasure island. Anyway, back to the build. I've used lots of the rope fence. We were talking about this on stream because people are saying about using the wooden fence. I do like the wooden fence, but I feel like with the festival, someone made this point, and I think it's a great one, about the fact that the rope fences, they're kind of more temporary looking as opposed to the solid wood fence. So as much as I love that wood fence, I'm just going to be quite sparing with where I use it. I'm sure there'll be points where I use it, but just for now, the entrance in particular, I'm going to use the rope one. And then the flowers, got lots of bright flowers and also the glowing moss. I'm really starting to love using these as well. I feel like there's so much different foliage you can use now. You've got flowers, bushes, the moss, normal weeds, there's just so many options. And then here are the cash registers, so it looks more like a ticket booth, I think anyway. And then we just have a few more kind of finishing touches for the area and just kind of really fine-tuning what's going on, because I'm not overly happy with some of the flower placements, so I'm just going to make some adjustments here, add some custom designs on the floor as well. I've done it again. Putting the pink flowers next to the pink bushes just doesn't work for me. I'm sure it looks fine, but not quite there. So I'm just gonna rearrange all of this just so that that doesn't happen. Maybe that's just a little bit too much, but I feel like when you're doing like a natural area, those finer details are really what makes all the difference. And then I have bubble machines and confetti machines, which I'm going to try my best to kind of hide them behind things. So I'm just trying to figure out where are the best positions for them. And it's a hard work because everything's got kind of trees and stuff behind them. So I'll put a balloon here instead because I feel like you'll be able to see the machine here. And another balloon back here. I forgot that I had grabbed some. I'm going to put a bubble machine here, which means that you won't be able to access it from this side, but it's worth it for the bubbles, purely for the bubbles, I think. And then if we move this flower and put a barrel down, we can hide something behind that as well. Barrels are going to be great for hiding things behind on this island. I can feel it already. And then let's try and figure out the best way to do it. There we go. So we've got confetti and bubbles just help contribute to that festival feeling, and some snacks because, you know, I feel like snacks and litter will be kind of very festively as well. I wasn't sure what to put on the barrel, but I'm going to do my best to fill the whole kind of island with KK Slider albums and stuff. I feel like they'll be great decoration for this island. Something that I've not really looked at before, but looking at all of the different album arts, they look really cool. So I'm just gonna fill a whole inventory full of them and then dot them around everywhere. The areas to the kind of left and the right of the ticket booth are just going to be like kind of storagey areas. I don't really know what else to do, but I feel like it needs to be bulked out and things need to be beside it to make it feel more kind of interesting. And then I'm just adding in some more wheat fields and things around the entrance bit here. I did forget to grab them earlier. I'm trying to use 2 shades of wheat fields because I think that will be more interesting, but we'll see how it goes with that. And then I just want to work on this little area over here just before we finish up. I feel like it needs a little transition area. So what I'm going to do is just make you a little kind of tiny blanket area with some little seating on, some cushions and things. Just because, you know, if you're tired of waiting for the big queue to get into the festival, just have a little break, have a little sit down. Or it could be for the staff for the ticket booth. Either way, I'm trying to justify it in my head that it will work. So I think it will. I think it'll just be a cute little spot. So I'm just going to put down a blanket design. I have so many codes now for blankets, and I have more that I want to save that I'm going to have to make the cut on some. I know Hayes has made some gorgeous purple ones that I need to try and integrate as well. I've got a few of hers already, but there's even more. And I'm like, I can't even decide. So I'm just going to see what works as we go along. So I'm definitely going to try and use the mum's cushions as well, because they have some really nice patterns on, and I've never really kind of used them before in builds, so I'm excited to use them as well. And the Moroccan cushions are just the sweetest. And the pink and the purple, you're definitely going to see them featuring heavily on this island as well. So pretty. And I just wanted to make an adjustment here as well because I forgot about the Festivale garlands. So I just thought that they would add some more colour in here as well. And then we just need to finish off over here. That tree does not need to go there. That's better. Over here, thank you. And then just to block off the area, I'm just going to use the campsite sign because I've used a lot of the fences already. I just wanted to add in the campsite sign as well. And because that's all looking a bit kind of brown, I'll add a Festivale garland as well. So yeah, that's pretty much it. So that is the first speed build of Melody complete. This is the beginning of Fleurs Fest. Tickets are on sale now. I guess that's what I should say. I hope you enjoyed it, guys. I'll be back with more soon. Please remember to like the video and I'll see you again soon. Have a great rest of your day. Bye bye.